The Tide account waiting game. How long does that deposit really take? Ever stare at your Tide app, willing that deposit to magically appear? We've all been there. Payroll day hits, a client pays your invoice, and suddenly your account balance becomes the most interesting thing on your phone. But between sending that money and seeing it reflected, there can be a frustrating waiting period. So, what's the deal with Tide deposit times? Don't worry, we're here to clear things up and end the suspense. Faster than a speeding business deal, Tide to Tide transfers. Let's start with the good news. Sending money between Tide accounts is an absolute breeze. These transfers are processed through a system called faster payments, basically the Usain Bolt of the money transfer world. This means the money should zap from one Tide account to another almost instantly. We're talking minutes, folks. No need to hold your breath, that notification should pop up on your screen in a flash. The not-so-speedy alternative, incoming transfers from other banks. Alright, now for the slightly less exciting news. When it comes to money coming into your Tide account from other banks, things can get a little more, well, time-consuming. Here's why. There are two main ways money can move between banks in the UK, faster payments, the speedy one we already discussed, and BACS. BACS is kind of like the reliable but not so fast workhorse. It's the most common system used for everyday transactions, but transfers can take up to 3 working days to show up in your account. Ugh, those 3 days can feel like an eternity, especially when you're counting on that cash flow. So, how long does it really take? The wait time for an incoming transfer depends entirely on the bank that's sending you the money. Here's a breakdown. Faster payments. If the other bank uses faster payments too, then you're in luck. The money should show up in your Tide account within minutes, just like a Tide to Tide transfer. BACS. This is the more likely scenario. If the sending bank uses BACS, then brace yourself for a wait of up to 3 working days. Here's a tip. Try to find out which transfer system the other bank uses. Most banks will have this information readily available on their website or mobile app. What about SHAPS? There's also a third, superfast transfer system called SHAPS, but it's typically used for high-value transactions like buying a house. Unless you're dealing with serious cash, you probably won't encounter SHAPS with your everyday business banking. Keeping track of your transfers. No matter which transfer system is used, you can always track the progress of your incoming deposits within the Tide app. This will give you a good idea of when to expect the money to hit your account, so you can stop refreshing that app like a hawk. The takeaway: patience is a business virtue, sometimes. While Tide to Tide transfers are lightning fast, incoming transfers from other banks can take some time. Factor in those potential 3-day waits when you're managing your cash flow. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.